With two down, here is Ed Hearn, who had his first big league hit in the second inning. He's a youngster who was drafted by Philadelphia. He had an appointment to the West Point Military Academy and decided he'd be a baseball player. He would have made an impressive-looking general. He's 6'3", 215.
It's way back. It is going, gone, goodbye. And Ed Hearn with his first base.
And a high drive to left. Back goes Stubbs, way back.
I made it to the penthouse of all my dreams as a young boy. I mean, I had sacrificed so much to be there, to get to that point. No doubt. I probably never really dreamt that I would play in the big leagues, let alone be in a World Series and be on the winning team.
He struck him out. The Mets have won the World Series. The dream has come true. The Mets have won the World Series, coming from behind to win the 7th ball game.
And so it was over. The Mets were world champions.
Chronicle, the Kansas City reporter who's done more than just cover the story. She says she got a ringside seat to all of Ed's highs and lows since the very first day he arrived as a ball player for the Kansas City Royals. And welcome Ed and Trish Hearn. Conquering Life's Curves is the title of their book. There's a lesson in there for everybody, right, Ed, you say?
You betcha. Boy, as a young boy, I had dreamed of being a big league ball player. That's all I wanted to do. And then things changed. Of course, as I travel around the country speaking today, I find that we all face changes in life. We face challenges, and fortunately, the things that happened in my life, I now am able to go out there and empower other people, share with them a message of hope and that we can overcome these challenges.
Martin's perfect game in 1981 in Cleveland.
Goes out for this offering by Holman, fouls it. Riley's double. The rest way of that man's right arm. He has been ahead of all the hitters that he's faced, just about. He's had trouble. The third man, a pitcher, to go 8 innings or more with no hitter. Langston was the last. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Felix Jose. Takes it in there, 1 ball and 2 strikes. All of his pitches have been working tonight. Fastball, the cutter, the slider, the change. We go around, was it up? Yes, Dave Valley. Here's Walter White. This is outside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This is inside. Here's the 2-0. Weiss with a ground ball. Reynolds there. And Brian Holman is 1 out away from a perfect game.
Holman 1 out away. It is 9:53 at night. The pitch swung on and a fly ball belted deep to right. Caught to the track. Fly away.
It took an awfully long time. This game had a great rhythm, and all of a sudden the rhythm came to a stop.
In there for a strike. Henderson, option foul, out of play, 2-2. And Henderson strikes out, and the ball game is over. Brian Holman with a one-hitter, 6-1 victory.
A first-pitch fastball to Ken Phelps went over the right field wall, spoiling Holman's chance at owning, at the time, just the 15th perfect game in Major League history.
Well, after he hit the home run, you're just kind of in shock, and you're like, because beforehand you're thinking, hey, 2 outs, I'm going to be in the Hall of Fame. They're going to want my jersey and my hat. They're going to build a locker room there in Cooperstown, and you're going to be immortalized, and then you make the mistake, and bam, it's over, and you're done. And I don't really think it really set in until about 4 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep and sat up in my bed and screamed as loud as I could, knowing that I'd probably never get that close again.
Holman went 16th overall to the Montreal Expos in the 1983 draft out of Wichita North. 7 years later, on April 20th, 1990, he took the mound in Oakland and flirted with history. And instead of joining an elite group of perfect game pitchers, he became part of an even smaller group. A pitcher has lost a perfect game with 2 outs in the 9th just 10 times.
Going to Kansas City, Yes, I am. I'm gonna be standing on the corner, baby, 12th Street and Vine. Yes, I am. Oh, with my Kansas City baby and the mug of Kansas City wine. Well, I might take a plane, I might take a train, but if I have to walk, yeah, I'm going just the same. I'm going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little men there. I'm gonna get me one.
In this program in Kansas City that we have, it's Johnson County 3 and 2. Since 1951, we've had 60,000 kids go through this program. Guess how many kids have played in the big leagues? None out of the 60,000. So what are the odds of a kid getting to the big leagues? Or what are the odds of a kid doing something great? It's in the book here, but I'll tell you my favorite story. That I started out with a kid named Mike Hughes. Mike Hughes got 2 hits for us every year, whether we needed them or not. Have you all ever had a Mike Hughes on your team? Have you all ever had a kid who is a Mike Hughes? Okay, just who loves the game more than anything, but can't hit. Well, people wanted me to throw Mike Hughes off the team, get him off the team. I said, no. And they'd say, why not? And I said, because I love Mike Hughes, and I love his parents. This is about community. We can't hate each other. You don't throw Mike Hughes off the deal. Well, last year I was driving down the street, and Mike's dad, Jack, was washing his car. So I pulled in behind Richard. I'm sorry, I said Jack, Richard. So Richard's washing his car in the driveway, so I pull in behind him, trying to get him to wash my car. And he wouldn't do it. Well, here comes Barbara. Here comes the mother. And Barbara knew how much I had always protected Michael. And she knew how much I loved Michael. So she comes out and she hugs me, and she's so glad to see me. If you're a great coach, you just get great hugs, because when the mothers love you, you are in good shape. And she says, you're going to be so proud of Michael. And I said, Barbara, I've always been proud of Michael. I love Michael like he's my own. He's the biggest big league player I ever had, and he gave me everything he had. She goes, well, he's getting married. And I said, good. What's he going to be doing? She goes, you know what, Billy? He says, Coach, you never gave up on Michael. And you always taught him how to fight. You taught him how to play. Taught him how to play the game. Really helped him deal with those no-good suckers he had to deal with at Stanford in the math department. She goes, well, anyway, this last May he graduated from Harvard School of Medicine in bionuclear medicinal engineering. I said, can't hit, huh? Can't hit.